I built a giant castle in hardcore Minecraft. This took me over a month to build, and if you wondered why I haven't uploaded in so long, it's because I had to place almost 100,000 blocks. Also, make sure to watch till the end for when I give you the entire tour of the castle. And also, playing for so long definitely caused me to do some dumb things. So make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with friends, because this video took an insane amount of time to make. So now, on with the video. Also, before we start, I just want to say that my previous headphones stopped working, so I'm currently using temporary ones until I can fix the other ones. So if the audio sounds a bit different, that's the reason. The first thing I wanted to do was build an iron farm because I already knew that it was going to be a big part of the build. And that was just the first of many dumb things yet to come. Before building the iron farm, though, I wanted to terraform a little bit on the mountain where I was going to build the castle. I then made the basic shape, and I could already tell it was going to be pretty big. And like always, there is going to be an item collecting montage in 3, 2, 1... I then started building the iron farm. After getting all the villagers and zombies in their spots, I lit the portals and the farm was 100% complete. If you don't understand how an iron farm works, basically the villagers are in their slots and next to their slots is a zombie. The villagers are so scared of zombies, so they summon iron golems, but the iron golems then spawn on the platforms and immediately go through the nether portals, and on the other side of the nether portal is a hot tub for the iron golems. It was now time to start work on the actual castle, so I started making the first floor. After that was done, I started work on the walls, and for the walls I wanted to use oak and spruce logs. I definitely should have gone with planks because it will be 4 times as quick, but when it comes to my videos I like to go the extra mile. So after a few hours of chopping, building, more chopping, more building, even more chopping, and finally, even more building, I was finally done with the first floor. Well, actually, I also needed to furnish it and a bunch of other things, so I was actually not even close to done, but I'll save those stuff for later. The second floor was going to be a spa, and I wanted to make it out of two unique white blocks, like I did in the living room. After much thinking, I decided on birch logs and snow. Okay, before you yell at me in the comments, snow was the only block that I could think of that wouldn't take me a few days to get enough of. And I know you all hate birch, but you know, I wanted to include another wood type in the spa, and since it needs to be white, I chose birch because it's the whitest and palest wood that there is. I then started making the floor. I then had the idea to use bone blocks instead of snow. But after I finished the floor, I realized how much time consuming bone blocks are to get and just use regular snow for the rest of it. And just like that, the second floor was officially complete. The third floor was going to be a lab, so I wanted to make it out of iron blocks and nether wart blocks. So after a lot of mining and AFKing, I was ready to start building. By the way, getting these materials took like 5 hours, but we are already like 6 minutes into the video, so I gotta speed it up a bit. Building this floor took over 10 hours and I was really happy to finally finish it. The fourth floor was going to be a party floor, like the floor where you throw parties at, but for this floor I needed it to be rainbow to really give it the party vibes, so I decided to use some wool. I also decided to use some red concrete for the corners, like all the other floors where they have different blocks for the corner. After the floor was done, I needed to do the wall, which was simple enough but still took me almost 3 hours. I need a new job. Wait, actually cut that out. I need a new life. The fifth floor was going to be a basketball court, and I wanted to use iron and jungle wood. I don't really think I need to explain this one too much, so let's just quickly turn 2 hours into 5 seconds. And yeah, this is the fifth floor done. The sixth floor is going to be an armory, so after I was done with that, I wanted to do the seventh floor, which was going to be a library. But for some reason, the footage of me building it was deleted for some reason. I honestly don't know how. Well, anyway, I made it out of wooden planks and cobblestone. It was now time to move on to the 8th and last floor, which was going to be my master bedroom, plus a storage room, and I was going to make it out of quartz pillars and purple pillars. Thus began the insanely long process of mining quartz. And when I say insanely long, just believe me, it took me 3 hours. I then started making the bedroom floor. After I was done with the floor, I went to the end to mine some chorus fruit. I then smelted the chorus fruit and made it into popped chorus fruit, which I used to make purple blocks. which is a pretty unknown but very useful mechanic that you can use in Minecraft. After making the purple blocks into pillars, I started construction on the final floor. I also made some holes in the walls where the windows will be. It was now time for me to start constructing those stone pillars. You know, the pillars with the spikes on top that every castle has. The pillars which I forgot the names that they are usually called, you know. So anyway, I made a cobblestone generator in which I would stand with F3 and T pressed, so I wouldn't have to sit there and just press left click for hours because I would get carpal tunnel. Just for the record, this is not an auto clicker. It is built into Minecraft, so you can go try it out on any world right now and test it for yourself. As long as you're playing on a computer, of course. I then made the bases of all 4 pillars, making sure that their position is perfectly symmetrical. I then started building the actual pillars. And just like that were 3 pillars completed. That took me 5 days. But to make the last one appear, you have to subscribe when the timer at the top of the screen hits 0. So subscribe in 3, 2, 1. Okay, there we go. Thanks for subscribing. I then added some windows, and I must admit it looks so much better now. I also built some soul sand elevators and mined some glowstone to make lights, because I think we can all agree that torches are kind of mid. Plus, I wanted to be able to spill water in my castle without destroying all the light sources. I then spread the glowstone all around the floors, and that does look really good. I then started putting some furniture and such inside of the castle. And after about an hour of transporting items from the starter house to my castle, I was finally done with the castle. So I will now be giving you a full tour of the castle before ending the video. So this is my castle. I hope you like the way it looks, and I will now give you a complete tour of the inside. This is the living room. Over here is some kind of battle arena thing. Right here is the map of the entire area. Yes, I know I missed a spot. Right here is a couch where you can sit and watch TV, and right over here is a dining table where you dine. Over here are some armchairs, and finally over here is a table with some chairs around it. Moving on to the second floor. This is the spa. Over here is some water fountain cyborg thing. Over here is the hot tub, and yes, I made it out of soul sand to give it the bubble effect. Over here is a bathroom, and over here is a toilet, and and over here is the sink to wash your hands after falling in the toilet. Also, there is one bathroom on each side. Here are the massage beds where you can lay down and get your massage. And finally, here's a water fountain thing. Now, moving on to the next floor. This is the lab. Over here are piles of quote-unquote unknown materials to study. Over here is comparing a water bottle and a potion because they technically start out as the same thing. Right over here are pistons weighing cobblestone and mossy cobblestone. Here's some kind of experiment with a cow and some water. Over here is my genius machine. And finally, this is a giant radioactive infection, which is why it's in a glass cage. Moving on to the next floor. This is the party floor. Right here is a stage with a disco ball where you can dance and stuff. Over here is the DJ stables with all the stuff a DJ could ever need. Right here is a snack table. I still need to work on buying some more snacks though. Moving on to the fifth floor. This is the basketball court. It's pretty empty for a good reason, but here are the bleachers and here are the hoops. Moving on to the next floor. This is the armory. I know it's pretty plain, but here are all three types of furnaces, and over here are all the armor types, their strength, and how to get them. Obviously, I couldn't afford to put diamonds and netherite just yet, but that is a future problem. Moving on to the seventh floor. This is the library. This is my enchanting table, and over here are some tables and some chairs. And finally, you might be wondering what these ugly random blocks represent. Now, you might know that the 1.20 update is just around the corner, and a new feature that is going to be added is chiseled bookshelves. Chiseled bookshelves act like regular bookshelves, only that they can actually do one more thing. They can actually store books. So I'm using these blocks for placeholders until the new update comes out, when I will replace them with chiseled bookshelves. Now moving on to the final floor. This is my bedroom and a storage room. There are chests all over the walls, and here is my pet tropical fish right behind my bed and his new fish tank in the castle. And finally, this is my bed. So yeah, that's all for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video because it took over 2 months to make. And before I end this video, I actually want to give 2 shoutouts. First, I want to give a shout out to Grace plus Ophelia for making great fanfiction edits for Harry Potter, Percy Jackson, and Wednesday. Next, I want to give a shout out to Rylix99 for making completely random but great content. So yeah, that's all for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that it took this long to make. If you did like it, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with friends who you think will like this video. And yeah, until next time, peace.